Okay, during the lockdown, I attempted to replay a game known on Reddit for its high IQ requirement. No! Even though I'm not very good at it, with my stubbornness and an IQ of 105, I managed to rise from copper to silver and then to emerald. While that's not the highest rank and I'm still not a great player, the right tech helped me solo queue my way out of the lowest ranks, despite facing stacked teams with strategies. My strategy is this, bro. Anyway, let's get on with it. I'll mention my machine real quick. I still have the Legion 5i, which is going strong. It's sitting on this laptop stand that I received from Sodi Gear. It's a travel stand with a free pouch, but I liked it so much that I just leave it at home to use, and it's a bit heavy anyway.
Wow, that's so heavy, dude.
The build quality is great, but it's pretty hard to adjust and has a satisfying rotating base, which I love.
It smells horrible though.
This laptop still handles all my games and workload pretty well, and yada yada yada, let's get to the monitor. I had a 27-inch 1080p monitor from AOC that I would recommend to anyone wanting a good affordable gaming monitor. I'm still using a 27-inch gaming monitor, but this time with a 1440p resolution, with colors that are a bit better for productivity, because I also use this setup for work, by the way, not just for Siege and other games which I rarely play. It's attached to a gas-mounted monitor arm from FlexiSpot. I saw other YouTubers placing their monitors at an angle and I decided to copy it, and it improved my aim somehow. It doesn't hurt my neck too, thankfully. For my mouse, I use two at the moment. I tried using the Gravastar M1 on ranked, but it got difficult to get out of Plat 5 since it's challenging to make quick flicks with because of the heavy magnesium alloy build. The material is kind of slippery too, so I attached the included grip tape, which helped a lot. Either way, after that test, I returned to my main mouse, the Death Adder V3 Pro, and the results were astounding. Although the grips are fading and I can't find replacements online, the light build and ergonomic shape gave me a huge edge when it comes to popping heads in Siege. You won't be seeing me in Pro League, but I'm a long way from copper thanks to the Razer mice I used throughout the years. Send me some more, please. A quick complaint though that doesn't happen as often anymore is that the scroll wheel sometimes just scrolls on its own. It happened to me a few times during an intense gunfight, which, let me tell you, that shit can ruin your day. In my experience, both mice lasted around a week, with more days on the DAV3 for obvious reasons. Yes, your eyes are not deceiving you. I replaced my small Razer mousepad with this one from Zowie that most CSGO players swear by, which is what I heard. First of all, the grip is not that strong. I don't even know if you'd call these grips, but it has a rubbery texture at the bottom. It prevents it from sliding, but it still slides a little bit. The branding is very minimal, and I kind of fucked up the stitching by laying a part of the keyboard I use on top of it. I could see why this is a popular esports mousepad since it's affordable, it glides smoothly, and it gives me better control of my aim. A huge downside of this kind of mousepad is that the dead skin and dirt can accumulate over time, similar to what happened with my previous mousepad. So here's where an arm sleeve comes in handy. I know it's a bit too much, but trust me, you'd rather be cleaning this thing than your mousepad, which will degrade the quality when washed. It will help your arm glide through the pad more smoothly too, since you won't have all that sweat and muck accumulating on your arm rubbing on the mousepad. Yuck. If you think it's for tryhards, well, you're right too. But if you live in a tropical country like me, believe me, you'll need one. It's from Pulsar, by the way. Alright, for my keyboard, I've been trying out a few lately because for some reason, companies have been flooding me with it. Believe it or not, I use this weird looking keyboard from Gravastar, the K1 Lite. They haven't sponsored me yet, but I'm a huge fan of their unique looking products, and you can watch my review of this keyboard on my channel. Promise me you'll watch it. A quick review though, it's lightweight and super responsive. It looks like something Megatron would use, but I'm not a huge fan of 75% keyboards for gaming, so like my mouse, I switch it up as well. I rotate between this and the EpoMaker and Ala F65 keyboard, which, let me just say, I like the form factor and the gradient keycaps. It's way lighter than the K1 Lite, and it also has 3 connectivity modes. The LGBT lights that pass through the front-facing see-through letters are just amazing to look at. And I know you know that there's a but coming, and here it is. But it doesn't feel amazing, nor does it sound satisfying. But let me tell you, it's pretty good for the $60 price range. The reason I'm not very satisfied with it is because I used a couple of EpoMaker keyboards already and they all felt and sounded amazing. This is still a great keyboard, don't get me wrong, I'm just a spoiled brat, that's all. There are no adjustable feet either, so that sucks. It's mostly plastic too, but the small form factor of 67 keys with a 65% layout gives me more room to swing on my desk, which is more than enough for me. It also has a gasket mount structure and full key hot swap functionality. Like I said, it's a great keyboard. Both keyboards have a 2.4 GHz connection, and despite not experiencing latency issues, I still use this Glorious coiled cable. Glorious is the name of the brand if you're not aware. The only reason I use this is because I already paid good money for it and I don't want it to just gather dust in a cabinet. You know what I mean? Anyways, if you want to rank up in any game, communication is the fucking key. Excuse my French. This mic that I'm using was sent to me for free by Maono. This is the PD100X microphone, which they market as a streaming mic that actually looks like one. Especially with the translucent RGB body that you can cycle through with just a press of a button. This can be connected by either a USB-C or XLR cable. There's also a headphone jack if you like listening to the sound of your own voice, which I don't. You can adjust the mic gain and the volume with the 2-in-1 smart knob that has colored LED indicators too, which is very useful. There's a mute button right beside it, and the LED indicators will turn red when you mute the mic. My mute button is a bit peeled off though for some reason, but it still works. It's the mic that I've been using for voiceovers throughout this video, and here's what it sounds like raw if you're wondering. It's very prone to plosives as well. Can you hear that? You can download their software, but I don't really bother messing with the settings of this thing. It comes with a free metal stand, but I use this mic arm from Fifine for a cleaner look and easier access. It's a bit limited on the angles though, but whatever. Of course, you'd have to hear what's happening in the game, so here's where a good pair of IEMs come in handy. Some people like to wear chunky headphones, but I find it too hot and clampy, if you get what I mean. The one I'm using was also sent to me for free. It took a while for me to adjust to this because I got used to the simplicity of my old truthier Hexa. KZ reached out to me and sent me the CCA Hydro, which honestly,
Oh damn!
my first impression, I did not like how it looked. The shell was too big and heavier than my Hexa. The cable is so thick and it's silver, and it didn't come with a travel pouch, unlike my cheaper truthier Hexa. But let me tell you, this sounds way more impressive. If you haven't noticed it yet, you can tune it yourself with the built-in professional grade filters. Now, I'm not an audiophile, but I tuned it to whatever sounds the best for me when it comes to gaming and editing. Despite being on the large size, it's pretty comfortable, and it came with a memory foam ear tip and extra rubber replacements and a SIM ejector tool. It's a bit pricey for me though, coming in at 120 bucks, but man, it's worth it. All of these are sitting on a 120 by 70 centimeter tabletop from IKEA and a sit-stand desk from a local seller. Some of the items here that are not related to gaming, I'll quickly mention in case you're interested. A light bar from Baseus, which is like 4 years old now, an AI 4K webcam from ObSpot, this tiny display from Geek Magic, a USB hub from Satechi, a MagSafe charger from MagBag, and a volume knob from Fossey. Whew. A bonus item I want to quickly mention is this amazing dual screen external monitor from eHomeway. You can use it on several devices like your laptop and smartphone, and there are countless angles you can put this on. And I love how the stand doubles as the USB hub. The minimalist CNT aluminum alloy design looks great. The best part about this external monitor though is that it's a touchscreen, bro. And not just that, it has a free stylus too. It doesn't stop there. The pen magnetically stops at the back of the monitor. Stay tuned since I'm going to release a review of this soon. Well, those are the items that turned me from 0 to hero in Rainbow Six. That sounded so cheesy, bro. Anyway, thanks for watching and subscribe, I guess.